I'm gonna attack Ugin just to send a message. Oh. Fabled Passage, it's like overkill. Oh man. This mill plan is so good. Game opponent. Oh, I couldn't even say it. Hey guys, Untap Your Go here with another deck for 2020 Standard, and today we're playing Simic Land Mill, built around the new landfall cards from Rise of Zendikar, Lotus Cobra, and Ruin Crab. Ruin Crab mills our opponents for 3 cards every time we play a land, and Lotus Cobra adds a mana every time we play a land. And then to pair that off, we have Uro, which is already a good card we know in Standard, as well as Roiling Regrowth. This is a new card, allows us to sacrifice a land and search for 2 lands, Cultivate for us to find more lands, Dryad of the Ilysian Grove to allow us to play additional lands, Bala Ged Recovery, it's a land itself, and it also allows us to buy back cards from our graveyard. And we have 4 copies of Sublime Epiphany. This is kind of like the blue Casualties of War. For the most part, we're always going to get the 3 modes: draw a card, create a token that's a copy of our creatures, and return a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Most of the time we're going to get those 3 modes, but if we can also get the counter spell or the triggered and activated ability, then we're doing just phenomenal. And then we have 4 copies of Ancient Greenwarden. This is a 6 mana 5/7 with reach and allows us to play lands from our graveyard. So we can buy back our Fabled Passages to filter, grab our basics and thin out our deck, as well as get Field Ruin to destroy our opponent's lands. And then it also triggers our lands entering the battlefield for abilities an additional time. So Lotus Cobra will add an additional mana, Ruin Crab will mill an additional 3 cards. So that's going to add up a lot. Very fast, very fast. And then we have a few copies of Turntimber Symbiosis. This is one of the new DFCs. It is a land itself, but it also allows us to look at the top 7 of our library and put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield. So we can hit Uros, we can hit Ancient Greenwardens, and then if it costs 3 or less, it enters the battlefield with an additional 3 counters on it. So if we hit Lotus Cobra, it's not going to be just a 2/1, it'll be a 5/4. Ruin Crab will be a 3/6. And Dryad of the Ilysian Grove will be a 5/7. So no matter what we hit, we're gonna have something relevant into play. But ideally, we want to hit Ancient Greenwarden most of the time, just so that way we can make sure that our lands are just popping off on our opponent. And that's the deck. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you guys do, please consider leaving that like in the comment, as well as doing the subscribe and the bell thingy for YouTube and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the wrap up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Alright, so going into game 1, we're on the play, and we have a pretty fast start. We could probably get this Turntimber Symbiosis pretty quick, so I'm going to keep this. Keep up the Fabled Passage for the Lotus Cobra. Say hello to the pup. Ooh, and we hit it Uro. This is going to be great. Alright, hopefully our opponent doesn't kill our Lotus Cobra. Ooh, so we still need our blue. It's fine. Still want to keep up the Fabled Passage for the next turn. Still popping off though, pretty crazy. Underworld Dreams for our opponent. So I'm gonna add a green, fetch for a blue. Gonna add a blue. Now, I could just play the Ancient Greenwarden here, but I actually want to be greedy and look at the top 7, see what we get. Okay, well, we get one anyway, so that's fine. Oh, they're both even. Feels bad. It's okay. Lotus Cobra did its job. Dryad's not bad. Then we can play 1, 2. I wouldn't have enough mana to play the Greenwarden, so we'll play that first. Go ahead and play Fabled Passage from our graveyard. Keep thinning out our deck a little bit. So hopefully our next few draws aren't just going to be lands. Because we're pretty set for now. We need to get action now. Our opponent exiles the Dryad. I don't know if they realized that they could have exiled Uro. That would have been the better pick, probably. Never punished. Alright, so we still need a few more cards in our graveyard. So we'll go ahead, destroy one of their castles. Grab a forest. Play our Fabled Passage. And then we can get back Uro. It's going to be kind of sketchy though. Losing all of that. That might not be the play, right? So we beat our opponent down. I think we actually just play the Dryad and threaten lethal. As weird as that sounds. And I'll go ahead and blow up their other castle so they can't dig for any answers. I think that's a better setup, because if I just run out Uro, exile my entire graveyard, and then they blow up the board, then I don't have access to all this resource anymore. And our opponent top decked another castle, so lucky for them. Good game, opponent. Alright, we're on the play. We have, unfortunately, 2 tapped lands. So it's going to be a little slow. But having Cultivate, Roiling Regrowth, and Dryad seems promising. I'll try it out. Scry out. I can try to scry a forest, hopefully. And then we'll be in pretty good shape. That's not a forest. Nowhere even close. Alright, well, we'll start off with the crab. Play out our second tap land, and now we need to pray we hit our third. That's not looking good. Well, we're gonna have to use the Turntimber and pay the 3 life. And I think we actually pass. We hold up the regrowth. Alright, Uro for our opponent. No attacks for our opponent. I'll sacrifice the Turntimber. Grab both colors and mill them for 6. If we play Uro and hit a land, then we're good. If we don't though, then we're in bad shape this turn. Never punished. In fact, this is even better for us. Our opponent's already down to 29 cards. And we have fielded their Uros very effectively. Like they have 3 Uros now. Maybe we should main deck some graveyard hate. Sure. You got your Uro. Go ahead and sacrifice this island. Opponent's down to 21 cards. And we hit a Greenwarden. How many cards do we have in a grave? We have exactly enough for Uro. I think we stay on this mill plan. Now we're milling them for quite a bit. This might actually be lethal because now we can play our Dryad and replay the Fabled Passage. Good game from our opponent. We did it with the mill plan. Sweet. Alright, we're on the play again, and this hand seems pretty good. We're going to go ahead and keep this. Our opponent deciding to keep. We're going to start off with the Temple so we can get the Scry. I don't think we need a fourth land. We have the Lotus Cobra, so we're already pretty set for mana. Up against red. Ruin Crab's not bad either. I think I play the Crab and the Triome so I can maximize on this turn. Opponent's red-green. Okay. I think... Go ahead and play the Lotus Cobra and start setting up for Uro turns. Cinderclasm. 2 damage to each creature, huh? Andros. Okay, so this is just like a big rule deck. Interesting. We'll start off with Uro. Not quite what we wanted. Unfortunately, not enough mana to do anything else this turn. We play 28 lands. Technically, we play 30. Keep forgetting about Turntimber. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, misplay for that. Gotta remember that these are lands. I keep just wanting to use it for the gigantic half. I can also play this too. Alright, so what's the play? So I play this. I'll pay the 3 life. I'll choose green. I'll play Uro. I think we want a second Cobra. Second Crab would be pretty good though. Add another green. So I have 4 mana. Cultivate. And that's it for our turn. So we will pass. We will have no blocks. I want no part of your shenanigans, opponent. It makes sense to just throw the crab in front of it, but I don't know. My opponent could have that Cinderclasm thing or whatever, deal 1 damage. And he's gonna kill it anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna start off getting back the crab. Go ahead and play this. Blue. Still not enough mana. Sublime Epiphany here would have been sweet. But I can get in for 2 damage and I'll pass. Opponent's down to 19 cards, 18 after their Fabled Passage. Unless they fail to search? No? Okay, they still have basics left. Another Escape to the Wilds. That's fine, man. I mean, you're helping me out. Get another Thundering Rebuke, though. It's unfortunate. Alright, our opponent wiped our board. Sublime Epiphany definitely would have been good there. So with all this in our grave, is it worth... Yeah. I think we bring all this stuff. I think we exile all this stuff. Come on. There's the 5. Gotta try to find another crab. I'll still take that. Don't want to cultivate. Still don't have enough mana for Sublime Epiphany, so that's unfortunate. I might as well. That way I will have more mana. Opponent's down to their final 12. Ah, Ugin. Ugin seems pretty awkward, given that a lot of their permanents are actually, some of their other permanents are colored with the form engine. That's cool. This is a spicy brew from our opponent. Alright, Lotus Cobra for us. So we have 11 mana. That's unfortunate. If we had just one more. Well, I guess I could play Ancient Greenwarden, but then I don't have any lands in my grave. I guess what we do is we play the Lotus Cobra. We're gonna pass for now and hold up a Sublime Epiphany. Our opponent didn't activate Ugin first, so we're not going to be able to cast it this turn. We're going to hold up the Roiling Regrowth in case we hit another crab. Our opponent's pets seem to have disappeared. They left their food bowl, though. It's not terrible. Semi-quote what we need. We'll pass. So our opponent's gonna have the option of Ugin again. I probably should have held up the Ancient Greenwarden, but yeah, read it. It's a lot of text, man. Yep. Minus down to 10. If we just hit a crab, we're fine. Go ahead and cycle this. Yeah. Not great. Now we can bring back Uro again. Still no crab. I'm going to decline the land. I'll pass. Now my opponent has to figure out a way to kill Uro, and I assume that their resources have to be slim. Turntimber. Alright, cool. So, can we hit a crab? We hit a crab. We got there, boys and girls. We got there, everybody. I'm gonna attack Ugin just to send a message. Oh. Fabled Passage, it's like overkill. Oh man, this mill plan is so good. Game opponent. Oh, I couldn't even say it. Man. All right, our opponent's on the play, and this hand's a little awkward, so I think I'm probably gonna ship this. It's a little better. Guess I'll bottom the island. Alright, appears to be that we're up against mono white life game. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh, double speaker. This is gonna get out of control pretty quick. No attacks from our opponent. Go ahead and add double green. We're pretty much just going to fetch out all of our lands now. Now we have enough mana to straight up play this turn. Did we do that? Set them back a turn. Yeah, why not? Bounce this. Make another copy of Lotus Cobra. Basically just time walked our opponent and just accelerated like crazy. But now we're in top deck mode. It's not a terrible top deck mode, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna pass. Their speakers are gonna get big. Double Keen Sight Mentor. Interesting. Don't need that. Come on, we have 3 Cobras. Give us something. One has a lot of creatures with vigilance. This is gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. Our opponent still has 60 cards in their deck? How many? What? Hold on. 10, 13, 14. They were playing a 74 card deck? Are you serious? I just, my mill plane, how am I ever gonna get there? This isn't, there's no way this is gonna work. Especially if I just keep drawing lands and things that tutor for lands. I think I'm just dead here. I could get my opponent and go to the next one. Alright, opponent's on the play. And we have another decent start, except this time we have something to ramp into, so I'm going to keep this. Alright, Archfiend's Vessel for our opponent. It seems that they are on Reanimator, Clerics, probably Clerics, maybe even a party deck. Alright, let's hope our Lotus Cobra lives to see a turn. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Get that back. Maybe next turn we can buy back our Lotus Cobra. Okay, so it's this Clerics. So this is actually going to be pretty good. We just need a turn to get there. Sure. I'll actually grab the snake now because there's a good chance he has another removal spell. I'd rather him use it on the Lotus Cobra than Ancient Greenwarden. Okay. So we're just going to take the 3 here. Alright, so we have 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We -3 here, go down to 4, then we get 2 back and get back up to 6. So I can ramp and still get the Ancient Greenwarden. I also have a Turntimber Symbiosis. I think we just play out the Greenwarden. Hope that our opponent can't kill it. Interesting. I'm gonna block here. So his plan is to grow his Taborax while also drawing cards. Does this draw cards? It does draw cards. Okay. You can comment on your turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature control. That's really good. Opponent's got 47, so should I just keep running out the Greenwardens, or should I try to dig for the crab? Choices to make. A lot of choices. Alright, well let's just start with our land drop. Play this. Got a green. I think we're just gonna run out the Ancient Greenwarden. Continue to hold up the regrowth for when we hit the crab. Which if we don't find next turn, I'm most likely gonna dig for it. I just don't want to start milling my opponent until I'm milling them for a significant amount in one shot, because they can get stuff back from the graveyard and I don't want to help them out too much. Alright, well we're obviously sacrificing the crab, or I mean the Lotus Cobra. This Taborax is almost within range to swing overhead. I'll just take the 1. Or the 2. Regrowth is, or Fabled Passage is good. Ooh. That's harsh. That hurts. Yeah, oops from our opponent is right. I guess I'll go ahead and play this. Pass. Ouch. Brings me back to the Collected Company days. I'm missing the Collected Company. They hit the Aurora, so this is gonna become an issue very fast. Go ahead and take this trade this time. Ooh, that's a good draw for us. Okay. Yeah, that's a great draw for us. Alright, we're gonna start off with Fabled Passage. Start thinning out our deck, because now we're just hitting nothing but lands. I could go to combat too. See if he decides to block and get some stuff back. Nah, that doesn't seem great. I'll just hold up Sublime Epiphany. Which is a good thing I did. Target non-land permanent. I'll bounce his Zara so he doesn't get that back. Wait, no, do I? Yeah, he can replay this, that's fine. And I'll hit our, oh, I can't. Can't hit my opponent with the oops. I'll just hit him with the sorry, which is now oops. Is our opponent thinking about calling a Duck Dweller? Or is he just gonna rope me? So he gets back, what, one Archfiend's Vessel? And it is Demon's Disciple? That's fine. I'll sack one of them. Alright, so our opponent doesn't actually decide. So they're 2 life away from being able to make angels. I guess that's why they decided to take that. I would have probably taken the Archfiend's Vessel and just had a 5/5. Alright, yeah, I guess Call the Death Dweller will do it too. Sure. The Roiling Regrowth, not great for us. Well, for what it's worth, I'll go ahead and blow that up so they can't make 1/1s. Another Sublime Epiphany was on top. I'm gonna pass. Drawn is pretty good. Wait, I choose it? Any player chooses non-legendary creature in your graveyard. Okay, so I get to pick what he gets. Interesting. Dryad, huh? Guess I'll start thinning out the deck. Only a few more basics left. Which I'll actually save the last two for if and when I get a crab. My Roiling Regrowths are also pretty dead here too. I'm just gonna hold up attacks. We need to draw some action, man. We have so many lands in this deck, but we should be seeing some stuff. And this is kicked. Sure. Man, all because we whiffed horribly on that Turntimber Symbiosis. Alright, so I get to choose what he gets back, huh? Sure, you can have that, I guess. Prefer you didn't have any of them. So I can take 5, and then I'm dead. I pretty much have to block that. Yep, down to 1. Sure. Hit our opponent with the good game. Hey, welcome back with the wrap up, and today we did pretty well. There's a few games where we flooded out too much, but I think that's just because we played a lot of lands. Like I played 28 lands plus 2 Turntimbers, so it's 30 total, and we definitely flooded out pretty hard. I thought that having a lot of these search effects and Fabled Passages and stuff would thin out the deck, but when we were able to get our game plan running, like the Ruin Crab and Uro and all that shenanigans, the deck is fantastic. So highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to play. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and if you guys did, again, please consider all the YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video.